Hey, this is Brett and Scott from Microbe Hydroponics, and we're going to talk to you about Microbe Hydroponics Photosynthesis Plus.
So Photosynthesis Plus is our flagship product. It's really what the line is built around. It's a blend of photosynthetic bacteria as well as other strains of bacteria that do multiple things for the plant. You're going to get a lot of benefit out of it. It's not a fertilizer, it's not a nutrient, it's intended to be used together with a nutrient program. Add it to what you're already doing and you'll get better results, and you can typically cut back on your inputs. So essentially what we have is, we call this a consortium. Lots of strains of bacteria in the bottle, but what really sets it apart from other products on the market are the photosynthetic strains. Those bacteria use light for photosynthesis like a plant, but they're more efficient in terms of the light they can use. So the bacteria is open to a much broader spectrum of light than a plant. So when you add it to a plant, whether you foliar spray it or water it in, the bacteria will actually get up into the leaf, attach itself to the chloroplast, and enable the plant to use more of the available light. So whether you're outside in sunlight or you're inside under artificial light, the plant will actually be able to use more of that spectrum of light to increase carbon cycling and convert more CO2 to carbohydrates in the form of plant sugars. You're really kicking out plant sugars. It also has bacteria that open up the internal structures of the plant, the xylem and the phloem, to help transport the nutrient through the system. It's got bacteria that fix nitrogen at the foliar, not just the root, so you're pulling more atmospheric nitrogen as a fertilizer instead of having to add it in, so you can reduce the amount of nitrogen inputs. It's got bacteria that build biofilms around the roots to help fight off pathogens, as well as hold water and nutrient in the root zone, in the rhizosphere where it's needed. So especially if you're growing outdoors in soil and you're watering in, that water's not just going to flush into the ground, it's going to be held in that root zone longer, so the plant has better access to it. And it also has chemotrophic bacteria that process fertilizer, both organic and inorganic, into a form the plant can uptake. So the plant can actually use it. And what happens is you get better use of what you're already doing. So typically, whether you're growing in hydroponics or soil, aeroponics, aquaponics, whatever your growth media is, whatever fertilizer you're using, a lot of that input is it's getting wasted. You change out your water in a hydroponic system, you're throwing away some of the fertilizer you've added. You're watering outside, a lot of it's going right into the ground, you're losing it. The bacteria actually enables the plant to take up typically 20 to 30% more of what you're adding, which means you're wasting less and you can reduce those inputs and cut back on your fertilizer inputs. So using the Photo Plus, you'll get better growth, higher yields, more potency, better flavor, higher bricks, with less water, less fertilizer, and typically less pesticide, because you just have a stronger, more vigorous plant. It's more naturally resistant to disease.